Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, we shall be looking at a very important and other concept which tell you about the total boundedness. So, the main theorem that we shall be discussing in this video include the following. So, let's first read out what we are to do in this video and then we'll understand various concepts and then we'll try to prove this theorem. So, sit back and listen up. Here the theorem tell us that if B is some subset of a metric space X and X is the given metric space, then B is totally bounded if B is relatively compact. B is relatively compact if B is totally bounded and X is complete. If B is totally bounded, then for every epsilon greater than 0, it has a finite epsilon net contained in B, and if B is totally bounded, B is separable. Now here you can see various terms included. Now we have total boundedness, we have epsilon net here, right? So let us first of all try to understand these terms and then we'll proceed on to see the proof for this theorem. So first of all, we have a definition defining epsilon net. So what is epsilon net? Suppose we have B as any subset of a metric space X, and corresponding to these two we have a positive number epsilon, which is very small. This is given to us. Now corresponding to a very small positive number epsilon, we can define a set which is represented by M epsilon, and that set has to be a subset of the given metric space. So this particular set M epsilon, this is known as an epsilon net for B if for every point in this set B, there exists a point M epsilon at a distance from that particular point Z which is less than epsilon. Now what does that mean? For that, I have tried to explain it through an example. Suppose this X represents the given metric space. Corresponding to this metric space, I have a subset B, so which I have drawn here by green line, right? So now they are saying, now the question here is what could be the epsilon net here? What could be M epsilon? So initially we have fixed some distance epsilon. So that means for every point here in this set B represented by the sky blue color, so what we can do, we can treat that point as center and taking radius as epsilon, we can draw a circle around it, so that when we take every point B inside every point of that M epsilon within that circle, its distance from Z has to be less than epsilon. This is true for one ball. So we'll do that for most of the points such that all of the space here, which you can see the empty space, is filled completely, so that all of such balls cover this set B completely. So whichever points which form the center of these many balls, they are present as the elements of this set M epsilon. This is what we are saying. So that if you pick any point in this set, suppose we are picking some point here, say this is the point here, right? So that we have one such circle such that the distance of this point to that circle is less than epsilon. So that means if you take any point here, so there would be a circle corresponding to this such that the distance between that point and the circle has to be less than epsilon. So it acts as a kind of envelope to all the points here. So obviously you can see to infinite number of points which are present in B, we have now listed some finite points which could be members for this M epsilon, right? So this is known as epsilon net for B. So the set M epsilon that contains the center of all such points. Now When do we call this set B to be totally bounded? That is our next question. So the set B is said to be totally bounded if for every epsilon given in 0 we have a finite epsilon net. Now finite epsilon net means the number of elements which are present in this set M epsilon, that has to be finite in number. So if we can cover whole of this set just by taking the centers of few finite circles, then we will say that set to be totally bounded. So here finite means that the set has to be a finite set, right? So that obviously justifies the definition for total boundedness of the set B. So these are two definitions, and moreover total boundedness of B means that for every given epsilon greater than 0, the set B is contained in the union of finitely many open balls of radius epsilon. That this thing I have just told you, right? So this is what we have as a definition for total boundedness and epsilon net for a given subset for a metric space. For the proof of this theorem, we'll look at this proof in the next video.